What's up, guys? It's Christopher DAV1D on ECF TVN Aerovapor on YouTube. Today I have made the executive decision to come out of my closet just long enough to wax my shaft. I'll be back in there after. Now, the shaft that I am referring to is my new Atom, which is my absolute new favorite toy. This is a new mod out to market that has just recently come out, and I was lucky enough to get my hands on one of them. It's fairly similar to the GG. I've had this for a couple days, so this is going to be kind of my introduction to or first impressions. Now, a lot of the talk out there is that it's the cheap GG. And I have gotten the chance to play with and use a GG, and luckily that is not the case. I was hearing one or two people say that who were diehard GG fans, and that is definitely not the case. I am loving this thing. Like, loving it, loving it. It is without a doubt, unequivocally, my new favorite mod. It's just sexy. It is classy looking. I love it. Love it, love it. I like the bottom side button that's similar to like a GG has. Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vent holes at the bottom. It is a 510 connect with a center pin that is actually adjustable, and it also comes with two different center pins. So you have a shorter center pin and a longer, depending on what sort of things you're putting on here to vape. The other thing, if you can see this, if you notice around the edge here, it's notched. It's actually not just the connector that's notched, but the outside of the mod is notched. And the reason for that, obviously, is for addies like the Genesis and stuff of that sort. So you'll be able to put those bigger rebuildable atomizers on here and not have to worry about airflow. You'll have great airflow on it. I love this thing. Unfortunately, I love it so much that I won't take it out of the house. I'm afraid of scratching it. I won't hold it with my left hand because I usually have my wedding ring on. And I'm afraid I'm going to scratch it with my wedding ring. I know it's stupid, but I do not want to mar or mangle this in any way, shape, or form because it's perfect looking. It has atoms engraved in the side, which I like that rather than the lettering like on a Pro Vari, which I had a Pro Vari, and after a while the lettering just rubs right off of it. So this is engraved deep into it, or etched deep into it. Now, it's not telescoping. Instead, the way it works is it comes... Right now I have it in the 18650 mode. Not the 18650 with a kick, just the 18650 mode. Now it comes with... This is the last extension. So if you were to put all of them on, it would be able to fit an 18650 battery with a kick. At every level of extension, as you can see on there, it comes with a little ring. Now in about 2 weeks, you'll be able to, besides buying the mod, which you can buy it now, you'll be able to buy all the parts separately. So like for this one, I definitely want to get gold rings and a gold button because I think it would just look sexy as hell on there. So it is not telescoping, but instead it has pieces that you can adjust depending on what battery you want. Like I said, this is the 18650 mode. Just really quick to give you a quick rundown of the story. It is made in Korea. It's not a mass-produced mod though. The folks who run the Korean ECF forum, I think there's like 4 people involved in it. They came up with the idea of wanting to make a mod. There was something in particular they were looking for, and they wanted to make it. So I think one of the friends either owns or runs like a machine shop or is involved with a machine shop. So they came up with how they wanted the mod built and did just that, had it machined. Like I said, all the parts are removable and replaceable. So like the button comes out to be cleaned and is replaceable. If you turn the center, you can lock the button so you don't have to worry about firing it in your pocket. Um, so, like I said, it's like 4 or 5 people that run the ECF in Korea who decided to come out with this mod. It is not a mass-produced Chinese mod. There's not that many of them out there right now, although you can go out and purchase them. They have them in chrome, gold, and then there's gunmetal coming out, which that one I definitely want because it looks friggin' awesome, the gunmetal. So, this is the 18650 mode. I will show you the next mode. This is the 18350 setup, which is basically the bare bones of the mod. It is all the extensions taken off. It's just the bottom body of it along with the top connector. As you can see, there's the inside of the connector. So this is the 18350 mode. It's pretty tiny compared to an 18650 battery. It is, I don't know, almost the exact size of an 18650, just a drop shorter. And then an 18490 or 18500. Tiny, definitely awesome for stealth vaping, especially if you have a smaller cardo. I have a Phoenix rebuildable on there right now, which is why I'm getting terrible vapor production because I suck at making coils, but what are you going to do? I think it's probably like, the coil's like 7.5 ohms by the way I made it. I don't know. So before I go to the next mode, let me show you the bottom. Just to show you, all the pieces are droppable FML. Oh my god. It's like Murphy's Law. Whenever I do a video, I have to drop every goddamn thing that I pick up. So, here's the bottom of the mod. Everything is replaceable. If I have the strength to get it off. Oh my god. I just dropped that again. Holy shit. Alright, so here's the bottom of the mod. This is the little contraption that holds the spring. The mod comes with like 2 extra springs. The spring actually screws into this bottom piece. Sorry, it's hard to show you these little pieces with my fat fingers. But the spring screws in to the bottom piece. Make sure you have it screwed all the way in so you get a solid connection. And then when that is screwed all the way in there, you screw that into the bottom. And then also this plastic or rubber, actually no, metal, I'm sorry, metal piece also comes out. So you screw that into the bottom. It's definitely solid, the mod. It's by no means cheap. So the way it works is you can see the button in there next to the battery. When you put the bottom in there, it's going to be sitting in front of the button. So when you hit the button to fire it, it pushes into the middle post on here, which causes a connection with the negative end of the battery, and fires the mod. Let me get this screwed back on here. You gotta love this monster pimple I got on my forehead. That's the 18350 mode. Alright, so the next mode is really easy. You're basically just going to take out your 18350 with your kick, put that off to the side, and you're just going to drop an 18500 or 18490, whatever have you. Put your top connector back on, and you're good to go. All right, so next is going to be the 18500 with a kick. So you're basically going to take off the connector and the small extender. And instead of having the small one on, you are going to put the large one on. Now that is going to allow you enough room to perfectly, I mean, the kick fits like literally just flawlessly, better than any other mod I've had. Like the Silver Bullet, I had to cram the shit in there, and like it was all sorts of craziness. It fit, but it like crammed in there. I was always afraid of breaking the little spring off of it. But in this mod, the kick just, it fits flawlessly. So anyway, you put the regular body with the long extender on, and that fits your 18490 or 18500 with the kick. And that is the 18500 with a kick. That's kind of my favorite size. To me, it's just, I like that the best. That's what I'm used to when I use my kick, is an 18500 with a kick. So that size, to me, that's the perfect size for the mod. But there are two more. Alright, so second to last, you are going to take the main body, the bottom, and it is going to take everything except for one small extension. So you're going to put your kick on, and then, I'm sorry, what the frig am I talking about? You're going to take out the 18490, you're going to put your 18650 in there, and then just one large extension. So it's basically the same as an 18490 with a kick, except it'll fit just the 18650 battery. Again, that is my favorite size for sure, except I prefer it with an 18500 and the kick, but that's definitely my favorite size to use this in. And there is one more left. Alright, last but certainly not least, is the 18650 with a kick. Now there's two ways you can do it. You can leave it like this with the main body, the large piece, and then add the small piece here with a kick. Or you can do it how I prefer to do it, which I will show you. I prefer to put the small extension in the middle. I don't know, I just think it looks better that way. I like it being separated with big, small, so you put the small extension on first, or the big if you prefer, and then the larger one on top, which is 18650 with just enough room for a kick. You throw your kick in there and put the top on. And that is it in its largest form factor. Let me wax my shaft a second. Hold on, please. And that is it. That is the Atom in every form that it has in its beautiful. I love this mod. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's classy. I love it. I love how you can replace each little part. So, right now, you can email them for any information. They are great people. I mean, they'll give you any information on the mod. Like I said, it's not a mass-produced mod. It's not something where you're going to have, one is shitty, the next is great. Like, they take high care in their mods, sending them out. They inspect every mod before it goes out to make sure it works properly, to make sure all the pieces fit perfectly. They really have done a great job with this mod. Right now, you can email them. I'll have the email in my description to order it. They're also in the middle of setting up their page so you can just go on there and order it right through the page. But in the meantime, they have an email set up, and I will put in some links in the description of where you can go look at all the information for the mods and email them with any questions you have. Like I said, they are awesome to reach out to, and they will answer anything that you have for them. So that is it for that. That is the Atom. Make sure you go check it out. Price is 160 bucks. Oh my god, really? Like 160 bucks? You just can't beat that. When I heard what the price was to this, I jumped because all the mods out there that are $200, $250, $300 that don't have the versatility that this has and doesn't do half of what this does as far as, all the different battery and configurations you can do and the incredible look of it. For 160 bucks, you can't beat that. You just can't beat it. So that is the Atom. Make sure you go to TVN, by the way, and watch me. That is like an absolute must. If you're going to watch my videos, you have to watch me on TVN. I'm just kidding. It's a good time. We're always giving away stuff. It's fun. Every Friday night at 8 p.m. The Wednesday show is no longer rolling. It is only Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as of right now. So make sure you go on TVN and check me out. And until then, I will see you guys on the forums. Make sure you're subscribed and hit me up with any questions, comments, or concerns. If you have any questions about the Atom, make sure you feel free to contact me, and I will pass them along. Or, like I said, you can go right ahead and contact the maker of it, and they're great to answer any questions you have. Also, stay tuned. I have the video coming up. The contest is over, and we do have a winner. It was a mix between two people, so I had to do a random drawing for the two, but that is coming up. So until then, I will see you guys on the forums.